Hi, I'm Felix Nutter. You see, what I'm all about, it's about helping people understand they need a foundation of confidence in their life. They need to boost their self-esteem. It's quite simple how I do that, it's called lifestyle design. It's about working out what you want to have in your life. It's about knowing what you want to do that's going to make you happy. And most of all, if you want to have these things and you want to do these things, who's the person you need to be in order to achieve this? I remember as a youngster that there was this craze about these shoes. They were called Brooks or BK Knights, which one would call them. Either way, I saved up my pocket money and eventually I got these pair of Brooks, got them home, put them on, ran out with my mates thinking, yeah, I've got a pair of these shoes now. Only to get there to realise that now they're all wearing roller skates. It wasn't about Brooks or BK Knights, it was about Bow or Rogues, which was the coolest skates. So, back home, saved all my money up again, finally got these pair of Bowers, back out, skated around to all my mates, and lo and behold, there they all are now on bikes, arguing what's better, a mountain bike or a racer. And something really popped in my head then, that I'd been saving up trying to impress all these people, getting involved in this game that I wasn't really interested in because I didn't care about boots, I didn't care about roller skates, I didn't care about mountain bikes. I cared about watching Spurs. I cared that I thought I was Paul Gascoigne, and I wasted all this money on saving up for roller skates and boots when all I really wanted was the latest Spurs away shirt with Paul Gascoigne written on the back. Imagine you had a balloon. You didn't really care about this balloon, but you had one, and it wasn't important to you. But then someone else came along with a bigger balloon, and all of a sudden it became important. So you inflate your balloon a bit more to make sure it's bigger than the other person's. But then they do the same and you go back and forth, huffing and puffing, lots of energy to see who's got the biggest balloon until finally, bang! Neither of you got anything because you've lost both your balloon. You put all this effort into having the biggest balloon that you overdid it. But the big thing you realise is you didn't care about the balloon in the first place, and you've just wasted all this time, energy, stress, worry, concern about what people thought about this new bigger balloon when it wasn't even important to you. And that's because you don't have a foundation of confidence. So how do you build a foundation of confidence? 1. I want you to identify the things you want to have in your life in real specific detail. For example, if you wanted a house, be specific about what type of house. If you're looking for a partner, be specific, right down to as much detail as you can about what that person looks like, sounds like, what their name is even. Be really specific. What are the things that you want to have in your life? The second part is you've got to identify what are the things that you're going to do that's going to make you happy. Because you could sit there thinking about all the hundreds of things you could do, the hundreds of things you should do, but at the end of the day, if you pick 3 things that you consistently did that made you happy, you actually realise that you don't need all the other things. For example, for me, as long as I get to watch Spurs, I get to exercise regularly and I get to enjoy good food, everything else is a bonus, to be honest with you, because those 3 things make me more than happy. So I know what I want to have in my life with the first question. The second question is I know the type of things I like to do that make me happy. So the missing part of the equation is, well, who do I need to be to do that? And what I want you to do is write down the characteristics of that person who you must be in order to do the things you want to do and have the things you want to have in your life. Because if anything comes along like the balloon you had before that doesn't matter about what you want, you can just ignore it. Because you've got to remember, if you get tied up in silly games about balloons, what you've got to remember is as soon as one prick comes along, it's all gone.